Hi, this is Scott. Just want to talk about Louisville, Kentucky, and the Big Four bridge that connects Louisville with the state of Indiana, just hundreds of feet across the Ohio River. When I mention Kentucky, people often think south, but I hope you'll agree with me that it's rather far north. In fact, it's only about an 8-hour drive from Buffalo and an even shorter drive up to Madison, Wisconsin, or the Great Lakes. And interestingly, in a recent year, the Little League team from Louisville won the entire national championship. I guess it was 10 or 12 years ago. And their uniform said Great Lakes. So they were in the Great Lakes region in a state that many people considered southern. So I always feel like I want to get that out of the way because it is so far north. And we, as children, of course, or every age group, had Midwestern weather, even though there are some aspects of the culture that were really southern in nature, including southern accents, of course. But the other part I'd like to tell people about, and this is one of the most enduring and attractive aspects of Louisville in the last 10 years. And by the way, it's often pronounced Louisville, and that's the way we said it as kids. But I never say that as a native because I want people to understand what I said. If I say Louisville and then Kentucky, all they really hear is Kentucky. They don't necessarily know what I just referred to. So I like to say the whole thing. But one of the most attractive parts of that town is a bridge, a pedestrian bridge that's been in use for right at 10 years, since 13 or 14, that connects downtown Louisville with southern Indiana, a town called New Albany, and it's the Big Four bridge. Now, this bridge used to be a railroad bridge that was in operation from 1895 to 1969. Then they removed the approaches in 1969, and it sat completely dormant without any attention, any function at all for 45 years, from 69 to 2015, or 14 roughly. Since then, someone had the absolutely brilliant idea to make it a rather wide, very comfortable pedestrian bridge that has the unique property of connecting two states over a body of water. Now, they may not be totally unique, but I think it might be. And I certainly love going to this pedestrian bridge every time I visit Louisville. So you board on either side, of course. There's a long sort of spiral entranceway. And then you get up to where the bridge is. And it's not very far across at that point. I think it's only, I'd hazard a guess, 0.2 of a mile, if that, to get across the river. And then you're on the other side where there is the town of New Albany, which is a thriving town in itself. And what's so fun about this is that since the building of the bridge, that it is the other side of the river has developed economically, and there are now fun restaurants and hangouts there, including an annual concert that's a Beatles tribute concert, and that is really fun. That's every Memorial Day, and we always enjoy visiting that. So this is just a bragging piece. My hometown really enjoy it. It's one of the most attractive attributes of that town, and thanks for listening.